from today. What's up, warrior? Welcome back to Daily Wisdom. Today, I'm going to be giving you a principle that if you apply this, you'll be able to have 10x results. You'll be able to perform at high levels compared to anything that you've ever done before. And it's also the secret of what the successful people do in their business and lives do as well too. And if that sounds like something interesting to you, like this and share this live as well too, or video would be a cool thing to do. There's a saying of building the parachute on the way down. Okay, and when you take a look at your goals, when you take a look at your businesses, there's two ways in general to go about your goals, to go about your dreams. Number one is this. Let's use the parachute example, right? Let's say you actually want to go parachuting, and let me know in the comments if you have. If you've done skydiving or parachuting, like put a yes in the comments. I haven't done that yet. I need to think about that. But assume we were. You're going to go outside. And what you typically do in your business when you're taking your goals and your dreams is you put the parachute together. This would be the logical thing to do, right? You put the parachute together. Diane, you have? That's awesome. You construct it. You make sure it's tested. You make sure it's good. And then you go jump off the cliff and then you go parachute. Right? That just seems logical. Now, today, disclaimer, I'm not telling you to literally do what I'm about to say, like literally. So if you are parachuting, actually make sure to do it that way. But to use this as an analogy towards your business, your life, and your goals, the reality is if you want to achieve something amazing, you have to do things in an illogical way. My mentor would say this: if you keep on doing the things that you're doing the way that you're doing them, you're going to keep on getting what you're getting. Successful people, they do this differently. What they do is they're kind of like wild people. And I wonder which side are you more so on? Are you more so on the first description of building the parachute first and then jumping? Or are you more so on the second side? The second side, they're kind of wild. They know they want to jump off the cliff. So what they do, they have the raw ingredients in their hands for the parachute, but it ain't put together yet. They go sprinting off the cliff. They jump off the cliff and they literally put together the parachute as they're coming down. I think about like a Mission Impossible. Cue in Mission Impossible music, by the way. Da 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 da. No, wait, that's James Bond. No, is that? I don't know. Tell me which was that. Anywho, Mission Impossible. They're literally constructing the parachute as they're falling down into potential oblivion. And right at the right time, the parachute opens and they're safe. Warrior, the reality is if you want to achieve something amazing, if you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to do 10x results in your life and in your business, the second way of thinking and doing is the way that in actuality, we have to do things. Now, once again, disclaimer, I'm not saying in reality, if you're actually a parachute, don't do it this way, right? You ain't Tom Cruise. Okay, this ain't a movie. But in your business, in your life, I want you to take your goal. I want you to take your dream. I'll give you an example, right? In the warrior movement right now, it's been fun because we've been pushing a lot of people off the cliff. So if you're a coach or a mentor, you might want to get good at pushing people off a cliff in a productive way. First thing is we have to push ourselves off the cliff. So we're doing these things called the launch call right now. Basically, brand new teammate gets started and we say set a date, set a time, and we're going to do a live presentation for you and those around you to launch your business, right? Typically, this is the response I get. Well, I need to think about the perfect day. I need to think about the perfect time. I need to think about the perfect people. Let me start talking to people, see if people are interested. And then I'm going to set the time and the date. And then as a coach, I'm like, nah, that's not how we do things. You set the day, you set the time, and then you start to build towards it. And usually when I'm working with the teammate, they're like, oh man, I'm scared. Really? But who's going to come? How do I do this? I don't know. But I'm like, just trust. You have to jump off the cliff and build your parachute on the way down. You know, what I've noticed is almost every single time that every single time that this happened, it's always led to success. We had a teammate that was actually we had a teammate that was doing things the first way, which is trying to build the parachute first and then jump off the cliff. And for whatever reason, people were not responding. People were rejecting this person. People were not saying yes. It's like this person had to chase people down. Then I made that challenge and I said, just set the date, set the time, and we're going to do this. Guess what? This person had a packed call. This person made sales. This person had people now responding and saying yes, and now has positive momentum and more people saying yes now. Is actually on fire. What was the difference? A different way of doing things. And the reality is, if you want to grow towards your goals and grow towards your dreams, we have to do things this way, which is you set your goal, you set your dream, you have no idea how you're going to go there, and then you just build your parachute on the way down. Now, that works for a launch call, but it also works for any goal. And works for any quote unquote big or small dream. These are principles. These are laws. If this clicks it, I'll put a 1 in the comments below. So we use this example for like a live presentation, but what if it's something more? What if it's something more? What ideas are you inspired to do right now in your life and in your business? What are some big things that you want to be able to do, right? In the warrior movement, we're looking at 10x our organization right now. In the warrior movement, you know, I have a goal, and I've set a major goal. I've set a personal goal actually of recruiting a huge team. Let me give you a secret of what I'm doing right now. A huge team. I'm there. There are teams coming into this company right now that have produced $500,000 in sales in their first month. And you know, I took a look at that. I've never done that before. I'm like, why can't I do that? Why not? These are principles. These are laws. So you know what I did? I told my wife, and I'll tell you, is I said, I'm going to do that. What's up? We're going to do something amazing, right? So we're doing the things in the warrior movement, but I got personal goals as well too. So I'm now upping the ante, so to speak. So I said, but I've never done that before. I don't know how, where are they going to come from? And you know what I decided to do? I said, I'm just going to jump off the cliff on this. I've made a commitment. You will see that a big major team and organization will join our organization. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I just know I'm going to do it. So this is what starts to happen. Let me go through the step by step. So, all right, I jump off the cliff. I make the commitment. What goal do you need to jump off the cliff with? What's the next level? And if you've jumped off the cliff already before like this, what's the next level? I want to challenge you to the next level, because you know, the biggest killer of your dreams is comfort from the past. So maybe you've already done this before, and I know how it feels. You go on a goal, it feels thrilling. You're like, oh my gosh, I survived. And guess what? You're always going to survive. In business, you make a goal. The worst thing you're going to do is learn. You don't die here, right? You will literally not die. You might not hit your goal, but you always fail forward, right? But I know how the feeling is. The feeling is, well, I did it before yesterday, James. I did it last week. I did it last month. Do I have to do this again? Yes. What's the next one? Because if you're not where you want to be yet, we got to keep on jumping. We got to keep on going, right? We got to keep on going to the next place. So you got to jump again and jump again and jump again and jump again. So my next jump is I have this goal personally. So you know what's starting to happen? Things are starting to get put together. So I made the decision. Jumping off the cliff is making the decision. And then ideas start to happen, right? You start to build the parachute on the way down. I start to think, how do I do this? Well, obviously, I got to get around people. These are some thoughts that start to come as I'm jumping down off the cliff, so to speak. I need to get around people that actually are in this target demographic. So I need to find ways to be able to get in front of people that actually have large organizations. How do I do that? Okay, so I think that thought. And then my second thought is this. I said, okay, well, who do I need to become in order to attract that type of organization? Why would someone join me? Well, I need to build up my influence. I'm like, okay, how do I do that? I know who I want. I know what I want to do. I came up with an idea, and you're going to see this, and it's so cool. Okay, is I'm doing this whole series of interviews with 7-figure, 8-figure earners in network marketing, top leaders from around the world. And I'm doing a weekly series on my podcast, interviewing them. Why? Number one, I want to learn from them. Number two, I want to be a person of value and add to other lives as well too. Number three, though, you know what's cool? By association, I know that those that are actually looking for a new place, those that are looking for a new home, those that are looking for for another opportunity. They're going to see, wow, here's a person, James knows these other people, and he's actually in association, and it looks like he's doing something cool. I wonder what he's doing. And through that combination, I'm just giving the secret of what I'm doing, right? So through that association, if I'm looking for a place to call home, then perhaps I can go to him. Or maybe it's to the guest that I have, which is awesome. But at least I'm putting myself out there. And guess what? I just kicked it off this last week. If you didn't catch it yet, by the way, I interviewed Rachel Pekarik. She has made, her team generated $200 million in sales in the last 10 years. Top money earner. I just got another confirmation today. I have somebody coming on to this podcast that, wow, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person has. I have around 5 to 6 people right now that are absolute legends that are going to be interviewing, that is going to add a ton of value to you. But also, just to give the secret, I know that with a goal that I have of recruiting a major organization or major team, not them, but people that are looking, they're going to see these types of things, and through association, it's going to happen. Don't know if that clicks with you or not. You can watch to see if that works or not, but put it to you in the comments if you caught the drift of this thought process. I'm not telling you to do what I'm doing. I'm simply telling you a concept of, if you want to achieve extraordinary results in your business, you got to have a big dream, you got to have a big goal, and you commit, and then you jump off the cliff, and then the ideas will hit you on the right time in the right place. The parachute will be built on the right time. But you have to first jump. And I believe there's some people right now that have been hesitating on the cliff. You're kind of like walking up to it, nudging up to it. So today I want to permission to push. I'm going to push you off the cliff right now. If you have a goal and an idea in mind right now that you know that you need to make a decision on, put a 5 in the comments below. Put a 5 in the comments below. The next goal, the next promotion, the next decision, the next presentation, the next dream, whatever that it is, you have something on the tip of your mind. If you allow me permission, sometimes you need a little nudge. So today I push you off the cliff. Just push. Debbie did that yesterday. She did a cool call. Now she's like, I asked her that. I'm like, what's next? She's like, I'm going to do this again. Push. Accept the push, because just know you're going to be just fine. Awesome. So whatever that is, let me know however that we can help. But strap on for the ride of your life. It's a lot of fun. But that's how these concepts work. All right, everyone. So if that blessed you, if it did, share this, subscribe, do all type of cool stuff. And have an amazing, amazing weekend. And shout out to Debbie. She had an amazing call. New customers, new partners, because you decided to take the plunge. Diane, she decided to take the plunge. She got new customers. She got new partners. She decided to take the plunge. Do it again to the next level. All right, let's keep on going until we go to the top, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, I'm done. Chat soon. Warriors out.